HTML attributes, bestowing a title. I'm going to explain to you what is a title used for, and we will be placing a title into our very own HTML document as well. The document title. Specifications require every HTML document to have a title, but its importance is often overlooked. Now, the importance of a title cannot actually be overlooked because of certain specifications. Document title should be taken into careful consideration because of the following reasons: bookmarking, title bars, navigation, history, and search engines. Now I'm quickly going to give you a visual sample regarding each of these reasons, or in other words, specifications. So let's take a look at this website, for instance. Over here we find the title of the website, homepage _ notepad+++. Just a very plain sample of a title. Now, why the importance of a title? First of all, I can identify the page I am within. So I'm currently within the home page. Great. The next option, what if I were to save this page in my favorite section? I want to get back to it. Normally when we add to favorites, the title is the first line saved as the name of the page you are saving. Thus you can identify the page again in the future reference. And then one of the most important reasons for titles would be for navigation. If I click on the About Us page, I expect the title to be referenced to the About Us page. And as we can see, it is of course referenced as About Us _ notepad+++. Same goes for inventory. I get the same type of title that matches the page I'm currently on. So titles make it actually quite easy for us to understand where we are currently within a website. It's great for viewers, it helps them navigate through your website. Doesn't matter how deep they go within your links, it always helps a viewer or a user to differentiate between links and pages. The rules of a title. Let's take a look at what should be specific to your title's written style. Document titles should ideally be short and meaningful. Then it's easily remembered. Remember, it's a brain game as well. Document title should follow a consistent naming structure. This refers to easy navigation. Make sure your name of your title matches the website's page as well. So let's take a look at the most common example. Of course, if you take a look at the title here, you can clearly see I'm on the Google homepage, and right next to it would be the address bar. Let's not get confused between the difference of the address bar and the title bar. Alright, so let's create a title attribute for our HTML document. Once again, I'm working in Notepad++. This can also be done in the plain text editor, Notepad. First of all, I will be assigning my language as HTML. If you're working in Notepad, you can just type as I will continue right now. So we are first going to declare the document type, which is of course a doc type HTML, which refers to an HTML5 document. Underneath the doc type reference, I'm going to open the HTML root tag. Within the root tag, we obviously have the second two sections. Currently, we will only be working with the head section. The reason why we work with the head section is because we are going to create a title. And a title, once again, describes the document. Anything that describes a document goes within the head section. So, let's start. Type the head tag. And within the head tag, I will place my title. Within the title, let's close our title first with its container. Within the title, let's type our tag HTML, my first title. Then I will close the head section with its container. Once again, a closing tag is identified by the / in front of the word. And then I need one more container, and that would be the root element that needs to close up. Right, so I've bestowed my HTML5 declaration. I've entered my first container, which is the HTML root element. I've opened the head section, which allows me to bestow the description, in this case a title. and our title is HTML my first title. Once you have done that, let's save our document so we can see if it works. File, save as, let's call it title. If you're working with Notepad, you will have to assign the extension .html, like this. Then of course you can save. And I'm going to run my document in Internet Explorer. Once I've run my document, we can see in the title bar it says HTML my first title. And there you go. That's how you bestow any title to any HTML document.